Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jennifer, and welcome back. We are going to do a color with me today, and we are going to color on this. You guys know that this is the Princess and the Pea. So we're going to color this one today, and we're going to kind of just talk, I guess. Oh, Lord. So I hope everyone is having a good week so far, and happy hump day. I am sort of. I'm just really tired. What the heck? Um, you ever had one of those days where you just feel like, you just feel, I don't know, um, um, lazy? That's me. I've been feeling that way today, and I don't know why. Sorry guys, I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. Her dressing. And I'm having a decision. Because, now mind you, I don't pick my colors out before I do this, so I'm just trying to decide here what color I'm going to do her dressing. Or any of it, truthfully. I usually try to decide, but I didn't. I didn't even, like, pick it out. Let's see. But then again, it's like, if I do, say I want to do her dress in one color, but then again, yeah. So, I don't know. I do not know. And I'm just not, I'm just tired. That's bubblegum. I just want a pink, really? Okay. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days. Anyhow, I hope everyone's having a good week. I'm so tired. This weather, yeah, is a mess when it comes to, when it gets this time of year, I get wore out. And I'm not going to do her dress. Do I want to do her dress in this color? No. Hard decision, guys. Anyway, when it gets this time of the year, I get really, really, I don't want to say down in the dumps because that's not the case, but I get tired. And lately, that's the way I've been feeling. Believe me. So, I'm tired. And of course, last night I get a phone call and about a friend of mine had a death in his family, and that didn't help either. So, but and of course, I couldn't go back to sleep right away, especially when you get a phone call like that. But I stayed up afterwards. I got the phone call at 11, and then I didn't go back to bed until almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm operating on 4 hours of sleep and coffee. So it's not a happy person right now. I mean, I am kind of cranky, but I'm not really that cranky. But Yeah, I was just not. And the person knows better than to call me unless it's something that needs that requires him to call. And that was one of those things. But his so I talked to him for a few minutes, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep. So, and I didn't drink any coffee, before I tried to go back to sleep. I just, I ended up laying in bed trying to read, and that didn't quite help either. And so I said, well, okay. So finally, I just ended up laying back down and making myself relax and go back to sleep. And that's basically what happened. And of course, now, you know, I'm up and I'm really, really tired. And so yeah, I just don't like being woke up. But, I get why he called because I was there when his mom died and I'm one of the first people that, he would have called. So, I mean, he did apologize for calling so late. And, but that's okay. But, what happened was his father was found yesterday. I don't know when. Yesterday, I really didn't even know until he told me last night. So they think that his dad had a heart attack. So I don't know how long, of course, he told me last night that, it was 12 hours and so forth. And I don't know. I haven't really had a chance to sit and actually talk to him. He told me he would call me back, but yeah, he lives in Baltimore, so he's gonna have to come down. He and I'm just trying to, you know, figure out, exactly what happened because he's not really, giving me any kind of details. It was kind of like one of those phone calls last night where he told me the information, told me what happened, and then I'll be calling you back in a couple of days. And I'm like, okay. And yeah. So it's kind of like I'm just going to have to wait and see what is going on with him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of, I'm sorry it happened, and I'm kind of like, okay, but then again, you gotta, I gotta figure out what he wants to do, and he, you know, he didn't give me any kind of like, basically nothing. Let's put it that way. So we'll see. He's kind of like, and I don't think he really knows how to handle that situation either. Um, he and his dad, I mean, they were close, but they weren't, really, really that close. I mean, he did live with them for a while, but I mean, I just don't think he knows quite what he needs to do. And I think that's, why he called me. I don't know. And of course, then still, I didn't really get a whole lot of nothing from him yesterday and or last night. So I'm kind of trying to see what he's gonna say to, excuse me, what's gonna happen in the next couple of days. So I don't know. We'll see. Have no clue. So, I don't know. I know he wants me to be, I guess I'm supposed to get information. I don't even know what I'm trying to figure out if that's the case, why he. There's a lot of things that I'm not sure what's going on because, he kind of just, said what he had to say and then kind of just left it. Now, guess what? You got to deal with it. So, yeah. So now I got to figure out what the heck is. Yeah. And I hate it when he does that. So I don't know what he's doing. He wasn't like this when his mom passed. So I don't know what is going on. But we will see. But yeah, just pray for him. I think he's having a hard time trying to deal with that and trying to figure out, okay, I'm 2.5 hours away. What am I supposed to do? And, I wasn't there. And yeah, he's going to go through a lot of stuff, a lot of emotions. And, I know that's probably why he called me. And, which, but I need to know. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what he's going to do because when it comes to him, you never know. So, you can never tell. Never know with him. But that's okay. We'll figure it out like we always do. So, on a good note, you guys know about the job hunting that Justin has been doing. And, well, guys, he's got a job interview on Friday at 4 o'clock. He was called yesterday, and it was kind of funny because he was sitting in, um, he was doing um, something in his room yesterday. I think he had just walked in there. I'm not even sure now because I was kind of paying attention and I kind of wasn't. Um, and he, all of a sudden I heard this noise and I couldn't figure out what it was. And there he was. He comes running out and looks at me and I was like, dude. He's like, what? And I was like, what the hell? And he uh he says, I just got called for a job interview. And I was like, what? So he called the guy back this morning because, I mean, we don't have a vehicle. And so he is um called him back this morning. Excuse me, guys. And the interview is tomorrow, or is Friday at 4 o'clock. So he's pretty, excited about that. Um, so we will see what happens with that. But yeah, he's pretty. Of course, he goes going, I've got anxiety. I'm gonna. I told him, I said, dude, you need to chill. I said because and the funny part is he wants me to go into the interview with him, and I told him no. I said, you're an adult now. You need to learn how to do these things yourself. I said, you don't need your mom going in there and holding your hand in the interview. I said, that's, and I said, this is one way to get practice. And he looked at me like, really, Mom, you want to help? So I looked at him. I said, you'll be okay. And he says, well, will you at least go and stay in the car with Miss Beck? And I said, yes, and I'll do that. Not a big deal. So he's kind of, I think he's kind of freaking out a little bit, but I told him he'll be okay. So I just told him, I said, you just need to go in there and answer the questions and be yourself, but don't be extra special yourself. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Because he's one of these ones that he'll do that. So hopefully he won't. And I told him, I said, well, you do kind of need a haircut. And he just looked at me. He says, I'm not getting my hair cut. Okay, you're not going to get your hair cut. Fine. Whatever. So, yeah, he don't want to cut his hair. And, I mean, trust me, his hair is long. Which, I don't have a problem with that. He wants to have his own personality. And I get it. But, really, long hair? No. I have a problem with that. I mean, well, I do, but I don't. It's just he looks weird with it. Let's put it that way. And I told him, I said, well, we could always buzz it again like we used to. No. Okay. He don't want me to buzz it. He don't want me to touch it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But yeah, he's kind of excited. And I told him, I said, just, I know you're going to be nervous and all that. I'm sorry, guys. I keep clearing my throat. I said, I know you're going to be nervous. I get that. And I said, but, just go in there and, answer the questions and and whatever, they want you to do. So, and of course, he looks at me like, well, what are they going to ask me? I said, I don't know, son. I really, truly, I couldn't tell you what they're going to ask you because that is a good question. And he was like, well, I don't know. And I said, well, I don't either. I said, I don't know what they're going to ask you. I said, why do you want me to tell you something like that? And of course, he's like, because this way I know what they're going to ask me. I'm like, no. And of course, excuse me. And he can't take a hint. That's the thing. He can't take a hint. And he's, I told him, I said, dude, you need to stop. And of course, but mom, no. And for the past couple weeks, he has been bugging me about a Nintendo Switch. Well, yesterday I took care of it. I called, quote, Santa Claus. And he doesn't know this. And I lied to Justin yesterday because it's supposed to be a Christmas present. And I told him that they didn't have any around, that, all the stores didn't have any in stock, so forth and so on. I think I went a little overboard when I said all the stores, but yeah, it's whatever. He'll live. He'll be okay. So he was like, man, and he says, well, could you at least? And I said, no. He says, why? And I said, no. He wanted me to, yeah, he wants me to, no, I'm not doing it. And he wanted me to call around and, yeah, today to get another one. And I told him, I said, I'm not calling anybody. But mom, what he doesn't know is I already have taken care of it. And I have, um, I have one coming on Friday. So he's, he's not, he doesn't know. He thinks that they're sold out. So yeah, he's gonna be excited when he finds out different. But that's okay. Oh well. You guys can't see that. Can you guys see this? I hope so. Is it too dark? Let me see. No, it doesn't even help any. But anyway, okay. So, yeah. Alright, well, and I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. I'm really, really sorry. I've just been really, really tired. So, there isn't a whole lot to talk about. There. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like, I drew a blank. I will be going live later on in a little while. So, I don't know. Do I want to go live today or not? So I'm trying to decide. And I know. Y'all like, really? She's just sitting here talking to herself. Uh, hmm. No, I won't go live. I'll wait until Sunday. I was, but I'll wait. So, just, keep that in mind. Pray for my friend and his family. And keep your fingers crossed for Justin. I'm very, very happy for him. I'm excited for Justin. And it's a whole lot better than what, we've been going through this past weekend. So, just, yeah, keep your fingers crossed and pray for Justin that he, that this, that this job works out and everything. What the heck? You all heard that, right? My window's making noises. Strange. That's a little freaky. So, but yeah, just keep him in y'all's thoughts because, yeah, he's going to need it on Friday. He's nervous. He was nervous yesterday and he's nervous today. He called me this morning, told me he was nervous. So just keep him in y'all's thoughts tomorrow or, yeah, on Friday. And, I'll keep my friend in your prayers also. And I think that's it today, guys, because there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I would have done a video yesterday, but I was at the grocery store and had to run some errands, so I didn't get home until later. And yeah, so that's why I didn't have a video yesterday, and I do apologize for that. But anyway, so that's it, guys, and I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. And enjoy your the rest of your week, and I will see you all next time, and make every day a crafty one.